Everyone knows Edge is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, but not very many people mention how good his storytelling is, how good his expressions, the way he sells moments, the way he crafts storylines, everything about the way he tells a story in the WWE is just highly overlooked when talking about that category. Because the simple fact is, wrestling is more about just the in-ring capabilities of someone. It's about crafting this character that sparks interest within the audience, captivating people, getting them invested in storylines. That matters just as much as putting on a good match within the ring. Because what good is having a good match if there's no sort of narrative or intrigue behind that match? People won't get invested and it'll just be overlooked. As where if a story backs up how good a match is, it'll go down in history. And Edge has so many of those iconic moments that really shape him as a superstar. The problem with most wrestlers nowadays is that they don't sound natural when they're on the mic. It sounds heavily scripted. It doesn't sound like it's coming from the heart. There's no emotion behind what they're saying, and it just falls flat. JR says it best. Edge's eyes tells a compelling story, and that's the thing. Edge's eyes just show how badly he wants to be champion, how far he's willing to go to become champion. The emotion within his promos is just off the charts. He makes us believe every single thing he is saying. He makes us believe that he hates his opponent.
Hate is a strong word, but it sums up everything I feel for you. I hate
you. He makes us believe that he is this devious individual that will stop at nothing to remain as champion. Edge makes us believe that this is a real man, bitter about losing a championship, or someone who's determined to win a championship. Whichever role Edge exudes in tremendously. Edge makes us believe that this is not a character, this is real life, and that is what professional wrestling is all about. It's about making us believe that this is real, that these two individuals hate each other, that this is not scripted, this is not per se fake, this is two men that hate each other. And it's all about capturing these moments that stand out in history and the test of time of someone's storytelling. In Edge's feud with The Undertaker, he made us believe that he was going crazy and psychotic to put the dead man down.
You want to put me in a hell, in the cell, with The Undertaker? This is the Edge. This is the Edge that needs to step into hell in a cell with The Undertaker. I'm gonna pull The Undertaker down to hell with me. I'm gonna take the entire family with me. I'm going to take you down to hell with me.
When Edge had to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship, the emotion within his voice, his facial expressions, the whole tone and atmosphere of that promo, he made it believe that this was a man who had lost all hope within himself because he had to go away and give up his title, give up his livelihood. And even though Edge was sad and emotional, the audience was still booing him because of how he became champion in the first place.
I've given you everything I have. I've given you my body, I've given you my soul, I've given you everything I have.
Edge simply creates so much emotional investment within his promos, within his storylines. The way he plays the villain role is superb. He always gets a reaction out of the audience. He always makes us believe what he is saying, and that is what so many people nowadays lack. They feel scripted. Edge never felt scripted. He always felt like he had so much grit, determination, emotion within everything he did. Whether it was getting ready for a spear, whether it was putting on the crazy eyes, whether it was telling someone that they're going to lose their title, saying that he's going to beat the hell out of them. When he wins matches, when he wins titles, his facial expressions, the way he acts surprised, makes it seem like these fights were not predetermined. He makes us believe that this devious, psychotic individual just screwed over another man at the expense of him winning a title, at the expense of his own enjoyment and happiness. When Edge is angry, you can feel his intensity. When Edge is happy, you can feel his joy. Whatever the opposite of one-dimensional is, that's what Edge is. This man plays off of emotion so well, and it is overlooked by so many, because when we talk about the greatest storytellers of all time, we think about people like say Stone Cold, The Rock, Undertaker, John Cena, etc., Shawn Michaels, Chris Jericho. But Edge is rarely mentioned in that category, and I believe that's unfair because this man literally makes us believe that what we are seeing is a blood feud.
You son of a bitch!
The whole premise of WWE should revolve around the title, the importance of the title, what it means to be at the top of the mountain. And in recent years, with Brock Lesnar holding the title captive, it's lost a lot of its meaning and prestigiousness. But when Edge was around, he always made us believe how bad he wanted the title and what he would do, what he was willing to do to stay at the top of the mountain, no matter what. Whether it was marrying Vicky Guerrero for her power, screwing people out of matches, robbing the Money in the Bank from Mr. Kennedy. It didn't matter. Edge always made us believe that the title was worth so much. And that is the testament to how much of a great superstar and wrestler Edge, aka Adam Copeland, is.